I got my dog here, and she's just staring at me. You want to say hi? Oh, there we go. Say hi to my dog, everyone. This is Luna. What do you have to say to the camera? Alright, I got the dog. Now I just need a massively long sigh, and the YouTuber apology video can begin. So, I'm just kidding. Orion Drift, you love it. I mean, I probably would assume that if you're a subscriber of this channel. If not, why? Thank you for being here. I've been around in this community for a hot while, and because of that, I've been able to basically interact with a lot of people who are both within early access and are not in early access. And a huge main sentiment that spans across the entire community of Orion Drift is the sentiment, or more I would say paranoia, that this game is going to be extremely toxic at launch. But why would this happen? It's only a new game. How could something be so predetermined before it even begins to launch? I mean, we barely have it in the public limelight. Well, that's because of its previous game, the most popular VR game ever. It's known as Gorilla Tag, and it is notorious for being extremely toxic. So much so that when people kind of fell in love with this game, especially if they were from the Gorilla Tag community, their main thing that they tell us is always, I hope this community doesn't turn out like Gorilla Tag. And that statement always really rubbed me the wrong way, because first of all, I get it. Gorilla Tag is known for as many bad things as it is good. It brought millions of players to the Quest 2, with it recently even hitting a 1 million daily player count, which is just absolutely insane. And it's also the most lucrative niche to get into in the virtual reality space, providing the most payouts for advertisements. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to show a source on that, but as someone who made a video that ended up going viral with 200,000 views and it appealed to the Gorilla Tag audience, trust me, there is a massive amount of money to be made with Gorilla Tag. But as much money as there is to be made, there also is a massively toxic side of the community, or at least what appears to be massive. Now, I'm an outsider to this. I don't really play Gorilla Tag. I played it once for a video to return to it in 2024, and the time before that, I played it back when the Quest 2 was out, and yeah, I got called the N-word immediately, so definitely not putting those stereotypes to good use, but why basically everyone's just really scared that this is going to become the next Gorilla Tag community. However, what I don't think that a lot of you guys realize is that you do know you are the person who gets to control that. We as a collective get to determine the type of way that our community conducts ourselves and the type of behaviors that we exhibit. And the reason why we can do that is because, well, we're still small. We haven't been immediately swarmed by millions of people just yet. And so what we can do as experienced players and experienced members of the community is basically set the tone. If you want others to basically just kind of be, chill and normal and not trying to hack each other, then just do it yourself. Just behave in that way. Because the more that you do that, and the more that you kind of just emulate what you want to see in this community, the more, one, others are going to copy you, and two, those bad actors are going to stick out a lot more. And when that does happen, you're going to be able to actually see it for what it is, which is just a very, very small part. A small but very loud part of the community. And the beauty of Orion Drift with this is that this game is going to be a 200 player per lobby game. There is going to be so many people that you can interact with that the demographic is compared to, Gorilla Tag's 10 players per lobby. And let's say someone is being toxic, move somewhere else. You have proximity chat. You don't have to deal with them. And I'm sure if another axiom takes, the measures to create blocking features or muting features so that you can actually, if someone's just being dumb, you can just make them just go invisible, kind of like Rec Room's personal bubble, then you never have to deal with them. And that's cool. That's very epic. I get that you want to see this game succeed. And honestly, that's a perfectly valid sentiment to have. But guys, the more we let something like this fester, and the more that we let something like this just, I can't do anything about it, I hope someone else does it for me, the more this will become basically like another Gorilla Tag community. Now, this isn't saying we should go and find those people who are toxic and you should just tell them, get out of the community, you should leave, let's vote kick them, get. No, instead what we should do is we should just ignore them. Don't give them a single cent of your attention. Because really, at the end of the day, toxicity is usually rooted in some form of either attention seeking or someone just had a bad day and they're trying to put it out on others. If you can stop either of those things from happening and those people can't get a reaction out of you, then, well, yeah, no, you win. It's actually back why in the Echo Arena days when that game was still alive, rest in peace Echo and Ready at Dawn, you guys are amazing. I actually played the game mostly muted. I didn't have any of my teammates on comms because usually with such a small player count per match, it was pretty easy to get into some toxic lobbies at high levels. And you want to know what happened? I actually had a lot of fun. So much so that I made a frick ton of videos on the game. I met some awesome people, including Condog, MrStick, and Carter Todd 2. But where am I going with this? Because right now it kind of just seems like I'm yapping, and that's because I am. Basically, bottom line, don't be scared, because guess what? You actually have the power to change this. All you gotta do is be who you want to see in others. Along with that, also just, mute people or just ignore anyone who is trying to be either toxic / get a reaction out of you / yada 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 yada. And yeah, if you don't give them the time of day, then they have nothing on you. So yeah, with that said, that's gonna wrap it up for this quick little video. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and if you did, then please don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out my last video where I ended up finding some of the most astronomically diabolical Orion Drift reviews, including someone who actually copy and pasted the entire Declaration of Independence into a review. I'm not joking on that. Check out the video.